Nice to have you, Gerd.
Yeah, nice to be here. I really appreciate it. A lot of people here. Wow.
Yes, a lot of people here.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's always impressive.
That's the way to go. Take a seat, and 10 minutes are yours right now. So
thank
enjoy.
you very much. Yeah, I just want to follow up on that discussion before. So I'm from SAS. I'm head of the global manufacturing industry practice. And we are also at the partner lounge upstairs. So if you have questions at the end of this session, of my session, or if you want to go more in detail, please take the stairway up to the next level, and then we can talk to each other. So once again, thank you very much that you're here. Today I want to talk about a solution to generate business value on edge, or how can we use data coming from somewhere on the factory shop floor, and what does it mean, edge to cloud analytics. And therefore, I just want to highlight some minor points, but it is important. What is now changing in the world is, and it's not new, we do have bigger data, more volume, more velocity, more speed. And on the other side, you need to give quicker answers. They are expecting answers from you which are more precise, to reduce their risk on one hand side, and on the other side to also find new opportunities. And this is important for us because we just want to see how can we generate the value out of the data we are still collecting. And therefore, I think for all of us, it's pretty well known. Everything is producing data on the left-hand side. So cars, planes, machines, whatever. What we need to do is, as a next level, we need to analyze those data. Otherwise, you are not able to understand what's in the data, what can you read there, what can you find there. After you have analyzed those data, then you can act. And I just want to highlight this one. It is not react, it is acting. What we want to do is we want to know upfront what will happen in the future on shop floor, and therefore we can analyze those data. And then you can do two things. On one hand side, you can have a better business efficiency on one side and in your operations. And secondly, what is also very important for the future is you can build new business models, and I will showcase some of them in a minute. Streaming analytics. Here are some facts which are very important for us also to highlight here. It should be fast. Millions of data in a second or in a sub-second. This is what we can see outside, coming in from shop floor, coming in from every machine. This is what we need to analyze very quickly. We need to understand what's in there. It's agile. On the other side, we need to be flexible. We want to bring in new models. It is seamless for us to bring in new models while the machine doesn't stop. And this is important for us. Analytics at the edge mean, do you need to transport all the data to somewhere, to the cloud, also to a data center? No, you don't. We can move now both. We can move on edge. We can work in the cloud infrastructure, and we need to have industry class there, so enterprise class. So this is what we also want to overcome seamlessly. So and therefore, I just want to showcase this picture here. And this is important for you. SAS Analytics is now integrated into MindSphere, and this is the good message here. So for wherever you will get started, take a look on the lowest level there at the automation level. We can have SAS Analytics down there on the sensor, for example. Or next level, you can go into the control unit. Or one level more up, you can go also into a router if you just want to have one production line where you're focusing on and say, well, this is what we want to analyze. This is something where we want to predict the quality or the asset maintenance. And on the other side, there are use cases which are very interesting for us. And this is the near real-time analysis. So once you have the data from the shop floor, you can analyze those data while they are streaming in. And then you decide, do you need those data? Is there an event in it? Is there something you have learned where you have built a model to, where you need to take action about it? And last but not least, there are also some more benefits because now you can, on one side, you can monitor what's on shop floor going forward. You can also monitor what is the asset doing there and how can we change the behavior of the asset if there is something going wrong. So let's summarize here some of the value facts. One is you need to get started very quickly, easily. This is what we got here. We need to have an interface. We need to have the capability, the possibility to go on edge. But you want to have the whole analytics capability down on edge, even if it is a single core or if it is a quad core or whatever it is. We can go the whole way. And it is also necessary that you have the full access to the MindSphere features. This is what was always our target there. Yeah? And I believe what we have showcased here on one side, having SAS for analytics in place, being able to run an event stream process engine, which is very fast and very powerful. On the other side, bring all the analytics capabilities we have done since 40 years now also to you, and you can use it very easily here. Let's talk about IoT in action. It's always more interesting to see who has done something, what are examples which is already solved there. And today I brought two examples with me. One is Volvo trucks and Mack trucks, and the second one is SPS cooling. I will talk about after Volvo. Volvo trucks is therefore it's very important. They have built since 2013, they have built a vehicle tracking platform where they all can track the trucks and can analyze what's going on inside the vehicles. They have connected more than 175,000 trucks at the moment. And what's now was missing is you have the data, you have sensor data, you have alarms there, you have different information. So for example, where is the truck, what's the altitude, what's the speed, what's the temperature, and so on and so on. Then you have the fault code, but you don't have analytics on board. So what we did here together last year, we solved the problem. So okay, now we can stream all those data from all the trucks outside in the US. And once there is a problem, we can also go, we can analyze these trucks and say, okay, there is something going wrong. Now they have the position, they have the problem, they know which spare part is necessary, and immediately they have already analyzed all those things. They go in contact directly with the driver. They organize the repair shop, they organize the spare part, the truck is driving in, and then it is in let me say in a very short time it is repaired. This is what they have realized there, and you can see there is a very impressive number. Only one example here, more than 1,000 trucks could be repaired with the analysis of our combination and SAS analytics in place remotely. So they loaded up a new software for the truck and the truck don't need to stop there. The second example I just want to highlight it here is SPX cooling, dry cooling. This is a company probably not well known from your side, but they are building very big cooling aggregates, meaning air-cooled condensers, ACCs. What they did is, on one side, they had a new strategy, and I mentioned it before. You can build new business models on one side. Once you have a connection via your IoT platform and streaming from edge, you can now build new models there. So they analyzed what is my cooling machine doing outside and offered their customers new contractual service contracts. So they can easily analyze what is the cooling engine doing. On the other side, they achieved new business with spare parts, and also they have new contracts in place to beat their competitors. Now they are able to sell uptime and not the downtime. Yeah, and this was the vision also from their company. They want to go broader. They want to use all those data. They want to use the new technology. And here we put also the streaming analytics on edge into place to better analyze what they have done. And last but not least, we can also put it into a 3D CAD/CAM solution to showcase where is the asset located, for example, on a huge premise in the chemical industry. It is important to see where it is and what's going wrong and what's going right. Here's everything's going right. Everything is green. If it's go wrong, it should be turned into red. So my last 2 slides. Just only want to highlight once again. So this is the streaming analytics. So what have we seen here today? It is on one side, it's the multi-phase part of analytics which you can run on edge. You don't need to put all the data somewhere. Analyze it while you are streaming, and then you can decide this is not necessary to store or this is necessary. You can easily deploy your models from your home turf down to edge. It takes you milliseconds. It don't takes you weeks, which you normally have if you're using open source. But you can also use your open source model you have already developed, like Python or R, and we cover them within the MindSphere platform and let it run down on edge or wherever you want to have it. Yeah, and this is the last slide. This is where we can bring it on edge. It could be a very small device, I already mentioned. 1 core, a single core is possible. You can go by a smaller, large, or even bigger equipment. This is depending how you want to get started. My advice is you can start with a very small project and get success there and then grow within your own company, and you will see that the value which is gained will also help you up to speed the process. Thank you very much.
Siemens, ingenuity for life.